At that part, the lights come on, they get out of character, they're no longer members of the First Order, they are now Disney cast members, and they go, the ride is currently closed down.
We have to evacuate
everybody. To evacuate the building.
Hello and good early morning today, everyone.
Holy cow, a little bit of a fiasco. I thought we were going out of the Santa Ana John Wayne Airport, closest one to Disneyland. Turns out I booked us a flight out of Burbank Airport.
And we don't know why. Why did we do that?
After I went and looked at what available flights there were, I do think it was intentional because I think that the other flights left at 5 and 7 a.m.
Yeah, that's
and we didn't want to go that early. This is a decently timed flight, but it was an hour further away from our hotel than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah,
got in the Uber, had to split into two.
Yeah,
so that you guys got the luxury one. I don't know how that happened. We forgot, yeah, we have Mona Joe. We're taking one of Stephanie's bags home. There's just not enough unless you got that Expedition Max that we're going home to.
I know.
Minivan couldn't hold us all. Split up into two. Got here, we're checked in. We're gonna grab a little bit of a breakfast. Think we've got plenty of time. Will say I do enjoy coming to these smaller airports like the Burbank Airport.
I know. Plus you were saying this one's really fun because you walk out onto the
I love walking out
tarmac
there.
or jetway, whatever you call it.
And then you like walk up the little runway thing and you get onto the plane. It's just kind of a fun vibe. And then it's also just a very small, easily navigated airport. Never a line. There was nobody at the check-in.
Definitely easier than LAX, which we flew into last time.
TSA, you just walk straight through. If we had been trying to get to LAX, I would want 2 hours minimum to get through all of that.
Yeah,
but this one,
crazy.
We're in, we're ready, we're here, we're about ready to board our flight. Gonna grab a quick breakfast and then
just something small.
Hitting those friendly skies on our way home.
Good news is we're gonna get home early enough that we can still catch a nap.
We're definitely taking a nap. We've got to recover from this Disney trip. It's been insane. If you guys haven't been following along, if you haven't seen the videos, go back and watch a few. They're fantastic.
So fun.
It's been some of the most we've smiled on a Disney trip ever. We've had so much fun, you guys. One of the fun things about Burbank is you get to actually walk out onto the tarmac, walk up to the plane. But even cooler than that, Raga and I rocking matching sweatshirts. Raga went back to the World of Disney at night and got this for me while we were waiting in line for ice cream. So cool. It is the softest, most amazing, most incredible sweatshirt. Not to mention I'm a huge fan of the Miles Morales Into the Spider-Verse series, Across the Spider-Verse. So we're gonna be rocking these proudly together. I love it, dude. And I love that you don't mind matching me, dude. We have arrived back here in the good old US of A. We actually never left the United States. We were only in California, but we were back here in Utah. Ironically, you guys, as we arrive here, it is the warmest it has been over the last few days. We've been in California, Southern California, Anaheim, California, known for its beautiful, warm weather, sunny skies, hot temps, and it never got above like 71, I don't think, the whole time we were there. No. Cloud covered. For Disney,
it was perfect though.
It was
for Disney.
Perfection, phenomenal. We were going there to go to the beach. We could have been sorely disappointed. However, got this cool new hoodie. I showed you guys that. Me and Raga got the same one. Get off the plane. I am sweltering hot. It is sweaty hot here. So much warmer here than it is in California, which is different for us. Typically speaking, or at least in the last little while, we go somewhere nice and warm and come home to freezing cold temperatures. This time, the opposite. Went somewhere that is historically warm, but was a little bit on the chilly side. Came home to bright sunny skies, hot warm temps, and an inviting swimming pool in the backyard, Mindy. We're home. We made it.
Home.
Got the bags only that far. And I think they're gonna stay there for a minute, you guys, because we are wiped. Full transparency. I think we're gonna all go crash. Gonna go lay down.
100% I am. I usually come home, I unpack the suitcases, I
Get
start
laundry
the laundry.
started.
It can wait.
We ran it hard, you guys. I'm on about 3 hours of sleep. I think all of us are on empty gas tanks when it comes to the amount of energy expended in Disneyland, but we ran it all the way till the wheels came off, made the most of every single minute. It was incredible.
Did. One of the kids were like, oh, I'm sad to go home. I'm not. I love our house. I love coming home here.
We've only gone 2 or 3 times since we've been in this home, so it's still very fresh coming home from the airport here, and it just feels amazing. Rexy loves it, he says. Rexy's got some stories to tell you guys. He lost 2 teeth on this trip.
That was random.
Picked up the greatest backpack of all time. We also, I feel like, still have to tell you the Rise of the Resistance story, why it was so monumental. As I edited the vlog, I was like, nobody knows what went into this moment and why it was such a big deal that we were finally riding it at the end of the day. So maybe after we wake up, we got some fresh energy. Yeah. And we'll share that with you guys.
Maybe we should go dream about where our next vacation will be.
That sounds like a great plan.
I think that's a good plan.
We have officially not completely unpacked, but I see some suitcases ready to go downstairs.
Like 98%. I have a few things left in that one suitcase.
I've even reestablished the office downstairs. I think we're ready to rock. But you guys, we owe you a Rise of the Resistance story because we made all these jokes about how it took all day, a 2-hour thing. And then as I was editing the footage, like nobody really documented what happened. But very quickly, because it is a story that I think we will reference for the future, like many, many times. Really quick, tangent. The other time that something similarly happened, we haven't told the story. Mom waited in a line for the Cars ride for like almost 3 hours.
The ride was brand new. It was a 3-hour wait.
She got to the front, and as she was about to get on, they told her that since she's pregnant, she's not able to ride the ride. She broke down into tears.
I was wearing sunglasses, thank goodness, and I just
biggest waste of a day you can imagine. So with that story in mind, very similarly, we often reference that Cars ride story about how horrible that was, just in the sense that like wasting an entire day sitting in a line and not being able to go on the ride. Right. So the Rise of the Resistance story, all day long, rope drop, we head straight there. It's down for maintenance. We decide let's just go do something else. Thank goodness we did because it didn't come up for a very long time. Finally came up again.
Like 4 in the afternoon, right?
Well, it kind of came up and went down, but then we were never by it when it was running. And so there was a time where I decided to go back, do a little bit of editing. You guys were just gonna see what it was like to wait in the line. The line estimated wait time was 45 minutes. So they thought, we can do this.
45 minutes.
We can get in line 45 minutes, not a big deal.
Doable.
Get in line for 45 minutes. I'm gonna cut out a lot of the meat of the story because it's really just the punchline that matters. 2 hours later.
2 hours and 10 minutes.
2 hours and 10 minutes, they begin to get on the ride. Now imagine you've been waiting 2 hours and 10 minutes, you're finally approaching.
We've done it.
If you've done Rise or you've seen our videos, there's that first segment where you see Ray and BD-8 are talking and then you walk out and you get onto like the space pod and then it gets taken in by the First Order. Somebody boards you and you go out and there's all those stormtroopers, okay?
So
that's all part of the ride.
Saw all of that.
But it's also like kind of still part of the line. If you didn't know that, it's still like you're still in queue. You haven't actually got on the ride yet. I just thought once you get there, like you've made it.
In.
So I would have been cheering after 2 hours and 10 minutes. We made it. We got on. It didn't break down for technical difficulties.
Kind of were.
Literally got to the part where you see all the stormtroopers in that open spaceship.
And they assign you your color.
And you walk down a hall. Watch the videos. You know exactly what I'm talking about, or if you've been on it. Right before, I mean, you were at the one. You were the next ones where they go, you go on red, you go on gray, and they're kind of rude to you on purpose because of the First Order, and you're prisoners, and they're trying to like get information out of you. They're great at it. At that point, you guys are just standing there.
Well, we were standing there, all of a sudden the lights became brighter. I was like,
Keep in mind also, I'm telling the story, but I wasn't there. I've just heard it. I've been living it through their trauma, but like I wasn't even there. They were there 2 hours, 10 minutes with kids in line. They get all the way up to where their colors are called, and that's the point when the ride actually starts. You get on and you go through and you escape. At that part, the lights come on. They get out of character. They're no longer members of the First Order. They are now Disney cast members, and they go, sorry, the ride is currently closed down.
Evacuate.
They evacuate the building. They take them out some back rooms that like I didn't even know existed. Pull you out of line. And I have to imagine that many people had been in the line for hours. Think of the people who were in it for 2 hours, but that last 10 minutes didn't actually put them into the ride.
I know.
I think at that point they just close it down and you either can keep your spot or you can clear out. Because of the fact that you guys were actually beginning to board, you were part of a select few who got lightning lane passes, which if you don't know are like $20 a piece. It's not like your typical lightning lane. To ride that ride, it's an extra $20 per person. They gave you those. And that is how we were able to ride it that night because they left the ride kind of defeated, felt like it was taking a turn for like kind of a bummer finish to our time in Disney. And instead we used those lightning lane passes later that night, got on the ride in like 15 minutes. Not so fast.
It was pretty fantastic.
Got to do the entire experience, wowed the heck out of my mom. It was one of the best rides ever. Went out of that one straight to the fireworks. The fireworks had been called off due to weather every night we were there. This night they happened. It was the most magical, spectacular finish. But the long, funny backstory to that the only way we were able to do that is because you guys spent 2 hours and 10 minutes waiting in line.
Sacrifice.
Got partially through the ride, which is nuts to me, then pulled out of line and given the passes to make it possible for the end of the night. So that was pretty spectacular.
Yeah, for the third time we were heading back exactly 12 hours after we had originally started heading there for the rope drop, but we got in there.
So by the time I got off the ride, it had been like 13-hour adventure trying to get on that ride.
It was worth it though.
And we did it.
100% worth it.
We are now officially back home and we have some stuff to take care of, to get ready for. We get to go back tomorrow immediately to the surgeon, get new x-rays and see what kind of damage was done by riding those rides.
I don't think
I think she's fine.
The doctors told us, because I was very apprehensive and I said, can she do anything? G-force anything? And he's like, no, she's fine.
That's totally fine.
Enjoy your trip.
But expect a dramatic title tomorrow about the damage done off of those dangerous rides in Disneyland, because I can put a lot of D's in the title. It's very clickable, so look for that coming up tomorrow. But we will get an x-ray and they do want to just have a weekly progress update to see if in fact it's going to heal all right or if it's continued to tip this way and she's gonna need surgery. So that is real. So we will find that out tomorrow.
Also, another big thing is Hazy starts at her new dance studio tomorrow.
I don't even think I knew that. Oh my gosh.
From one dance company to the next, we're going
without
in.
Even skipping a beat. That's incredible. And then you guys, we brought back with us some of the cold weather from California, because as we came home, we told you it was hot, it was sunny, it was 80, can't wait to crack open the pool. Well, guess what? It is 60s like all week, rainy every day. I think that is still perfect sport coat weather. Get out on the grass, playing out on the trampoline, tons of fun things to still do. We have a lot of big things coming up in the next like 2-3 weeks. Rye Guy's gonna be gone a lot. Mom's gonna be gone some. Maddie's coming out here. I mean, it's gonna be nuts. I'm going somewhere anyway.
It's a little crazy, but you guys, we love you so much. Thanks for hanging out with us in Disney. We had such a great time. Thank you for all the love and support, and just rooting Hazy on as she goes and attacks Disney. She did great. Come back tomorrow. We'll see you later.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.